Yes, yes, yes. Not gonna be long tonight. Got a lot to do tomorrow. In fact, I need to be up early. So definitely gonna hang out for a little bit. I got two things to do in Kajabi. Then I'm gonna lay it down because the crew call is at 4 a.m. tomorrow. So definitely not gonna be able to do too much, but what's good, fam? It's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Excited to be with you for this impromptu live tonight. A couple of things about me. I believe your live stream is your digital storefront. No better way to go from busy and broke to peaceful and paid than for your ideal customer, your ideal audience, your ideal perfect person to see you do your thing while live. And the reason why that's so critical, the reason why that is a game changer is because when you're live, you can't fake it. you can't, manufacture it. There is no second take. There is no edits. There is no blade feature or function on your NLE timeline. You've got to make it work while live. There's something that does to really push past the guards that people put up. Live is literally the top form of content watched, right? It is watched the longest by far. Why is that? Because there's something special that happens while you're live. People get a chance to be part of the experience while you're live. Like, Shira is with us tonight. So her comment comes up on screen. Now she's part of the show. She's part of the conversation. And she's probably going to hang around. I hope that you do. It's good to see you. Michael Flemings is over on Instagram. He's commenting saying good evening. Now we got Instagram involved. When you're live, it's almost impossible to not have this organic conversation. You know why live is such a cheat code, y'all? Because without cameras, we go live every day. Think about what I just said. Without cameras, we go live every day. Without cameras, we go live every day. And we go live by going into your coffee shop. Maybe if that's your thing, it's not my thing, but hey, maybe that's your thing. We go live when we are in car line to drop off the kids and pick up the kids. Maybe somebody might wave at you, might come over to say what's up. You don't know what they're going to say. You don't know what you're going to say. You get into conversation and it's live. It's happening. It's organic. It's real time. And nobody practices for that stuff. That's stuff that you just do. It just comes naturally. It just rolls off of the tongue. And maybe for some, there may be some anxiety when it comes on to that kind of thing. But for most people, they just go through their day. Coworker comes to your cubicle or knocks on your office door. You don't necessarily say anything. You don't like, oh boy, hold on a second. I'm not ready. I gotta figure out what exactly I'm gonna say. I'm not certain what you're coming to ask me, but this is why that component, that mirror to what real life is like, is why live is the top form of content that's watched. Because you just never know. We've been doing this for years and years and years with professional sports and athletes. You don't have a clue who's gonna win the game. That's why you want to watch it live. You want to watch it like you have no clue what's going to happen. And we've gotten so much better at capturing content that is live. And so these are the things that my channel is all about. This is what I like to really help people get across the line with. The things I really enjoy teaching and training, giving people best practices on, even coaching, right? That's my main thing. Your live stream can be your digital storefront. It can help you grow and engage an audience. It can help you funnel clients to your business. It can set you up as a thought leader in your niche, your discipline, in your area of gifting. Because live can't be faked. Now some people are like, well, what about reality TV? That's not live. I want to be clear. For the most part, that stuff is edited heavy after the fact, and so you never can tell what's going to happen or who's who's, what has, I was chatting with a friend who's also in the eCam community. And she was saying that there's so much. She was recently on Survivor, and I see you over there, Sophia. Hey to you as well. She was recently on Survivor, on a recent season of Survivor, and she was telling us how much they cut. Cameras are following them around all day, every day. So there's no way for them to include everything. But she just felt like the portions that they chose to show on the show, right? What aired wasn't necessarily painting her in a particular light. Like the person who edits that footage, they get to put their stamp on it. So even though it's quote unquote reality TV, because we're not watching it in real time, there's still this large, massive opportunity for somebody to have this ebb and flow, this creative license, if you will, to kind of set that thing up in the way that they want it to be set up. What's going on, Dwayne Wood? Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Talking about Kajabi in just a second. As creators, as content creators, as content entrepreneurs, as live streamers, yes, I share with people how you can, grow and engage an audience, funnel clients to your business, and establish yourself as a thought leader in a given space. But in order for people to be able to do anything with you, whether it's booking a session, whether it's doing a coaching call, whether it's having you come and speak, whether it's having you guest on their platform or having them come and guest for you, you still have to have some systems and some processes. You need a platform in place. And as a creator, one of the things that I recognized very quickly is that I needed a space. I needed a command center. I needed a headquarters that was going to help me to manage all of this stuff. Mailing list, products that I'm selling, digital downloads. I needed a space that was going to help me manage all of this stuff. And I quickly came across Kajabi. In fact, I actually had been working with Kajabi long before I even got into YouTube or content creation, because a mentor of mine is a big Kajabi user, and he just kept on telling me how this thing has changed his life. It's, his primary source of income, not Kajabi itself, but what he's selling through the Kajabi platform. And so let me know in the chat real quick. I mean, we got eight people watching on the live tonight. No, I'm not sure what your familiarity is with a platform like Kajabi. Let me know what have you heard of Kajabi before? Are you familiar with it? Would you be interested in seeing some of the things that I'm working on just now in the back end? Talk to me in the chat. I'd love to be able to hear from you, because, this is live. This is what it's all about. But as a creator, I knew I had those needs, and I knew I was going to need to figure out some things. So even though my mentor had said to me, yo, Kajabi, it's a game changer, I still needed to kind of experience it for myself. And so kind of kicked the tires on it a little bit, looked at a couple of different things, wanted to kind of I have howitallworks.com, right? That's my primary show website. In fact, let me go ahead and pull that on screen real quick. Boom, there it is. So this is howitallworks.com. And so I have this, but this was mainly for content. I really wanted to focus heavy on content with this particular page. So you have my links at the top. You have the watch page as well, which again allows you to see the latest videos, but you have some of the other videos at the bottom. And any of these that you click will play in the top section right here in the larger window. So I really love this page. I think it's absolutely good, but I knew I needed more. I wanted a mailing list. I wanted a couple of different things, and you see my mailing list is here, but that's going to take you over to my main website, which is kirkrnugent.live, and that's built on Kajabi. And so those are some of the things that I knew I was going to need to. Here we go. I see some comments coming through. I like this. Let me get a couple of them. Shira Renee says, I've heard of it and definitely interested in what you've experienced. Perfect. I love to hear that. So definitely we're going to dive in here in just a second. Michael Cunningham says, my first intro to Kajabi was through a course I enrolled into in 2015. That's another great way to experience Kajabi. And again, that is their primary use case scenario, is course content, right? That's what they started with. They They really are on the bleeding edge, the cutting edge where course content is concerned. In fact, my mentor, one of the reasons why I was introduced to it as well, similar to you, Michael, was that he was using it with a course. And so he was selling this course on Kajabi, and he was making a mint. He was making a ton of money. Hey, late evening crew, come on, Doc Bishara, thank you so much for hanging out with us. But he was making a ton of money with it, and it was basically kind of, he had put it on a basically autopilot. Essentially, he had his funnels set up, he had his email campaigns set up, he had different ways that he was bringing people into his ecosystem, and then he onboarded them into his courses. He had a whole community scenario set up in there. So I'm going to kind of walk you through some of those pieces in Kajabi tonight. This, like as I mentioned, is kirkrnugent.com. Sorry, keep on messing this up. This, what you're seeing below me, is howitallworks.com. And then if I click on Kirk, right, which I'm going to do right now, this is actually my primary website, and it is kirkrnugent.com. And so on this, stream coaching for creators of every niche, your live stream, how-to, and coaching resource center in the warehouse. You'll find everything you need to leverage live video for success. Boom. And we have the work with us page. This page is a landing page that I built out with Kajabi. Another thing that I always like to show people is kirkrnugent.com/card, right? So this is my digital business card, and I share this. This is a template, right? This is a page that is built on Kajabi. So it's just a page off of my site, kirkrnugent.com/card, right? So, but this is a template that Kajabi has available in their back end. So I was able to, there we go. Dwayne Wood says, I have Kajabi, but love to see your take on it. Dope. Michael Fleming says, I'm interested to start my own business on the platform. Facebook and YouTube can how I count down video on like Restream. Okay, I'm going to star your comment, Michael Flemings. We'll get back to it. I know that room probably. Okay, Zach coming in with some interesting comments already. And we're not gonna even give Zach any more time today. In fact, we're going to go over to Zach and make sure we ban him. Yeah, let's get rid of Zach. We're not gonna play that game tonight. All right. So this is a template. What you see below me is my digital business card, kirkrnugent.com/card. When I go to different venues, different places, I have this other site on my. I have this site on my phone, right? I have this site up on my phone. This is another page that I built out with Kajabi. So I have this site up on my phone, and I don't want to tell you the URL because this page is specifically for me, right? It will do you no good, but I'm saying these are different little hacks. These are different little hacks that we can utilize. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Robert Kennedy. Yes, sir. We are using Instagram tonight. I was introduced years ago, first entering market through Frank Kern way back when. Hey, thank you so much, Tora. It's always good to have you come through. So excited to have you come through tonight. And RK3 and anybody else that's over on Instagram, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight as well. So I was introduced, everybody's sharing what their experience level is with Kajabi, and I love that. That's what we're chatting about tonight. So I built out this page, and I keep this as a bookmark on my phone. So when I go to different networking meetings, if I go to different places, I'm speaking at a conference this next week on Monday. So I will have this page on my phone. And what you'll see here is basically, let's stay connected. I have email me, scan this QR code, open your primary email and click send. We'll be in touch, right? One of the things I realized was that when I go to these meetings in these different places, you come home with a stack of cards, and sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. Another thing that I also realized is that when you give people your contact information, now you have to wait for them to contact you. And that isn't necessarily what I want. That's more of a push-pull method. I'd rather be the one reaching back out. So with this particular QR code, if you scan it, and I'm not saying that you should, but if you do, it's going to email me. I mean, literally will open if you scan it with your phone, it's going to open your primary mail client, and it's already going to have the subject line and some text in the body. And all you need to do is click send. It's going to come into my ecosystem. I get a copy of it. My VA gets a copy of it, and we can begin a process of keeping in touch. But what that does is it puts it in my inbox as an unread message, and I'm able to now reach back out to you saying, hey, it was great meeting you at that conference. I'd love to, chat it up with you. Hey, let's maybe do 15 minutes. Let's meet up. Let's do some other things. All of that is possible now that I have access to that person in this way. So this is another really great example of what you can do, and as you build out the page with Kajabi. This is the digital card. And so this QR code actually takes you to this page, which is my digital card. So that's why I wanted to kind of show it in that order. This is the site that I have on my phone, and I'm able to show this to somebody. They're able to scan that QR code and go over to my digital business card. And on the digital business card now, we can meet, right? You have meet here. You have, what is a remote producer, how to hire one. I have some of that information there. Send us an email, give us a phone call. Have we helped you? Here's how you can give back. There's a form there. People can kind of give testimonials. Consider live video coaching, join Workers Warehouse, 31 live streaming tips to grow your audience. That's my ebook. There's a number of things here. 5 live show graphics packages, take a masterclass, why I go live podcast. There's a number of things that are here that you can easily go to and find my links. I mean, all of my socials are at the bottom. You could just drop your name and email address in here and hit subscribe to being on the mailing list. So this one page, I mean, I didn't really have to do a whole lot. And this is what I love about Kajabi, is because it's built for creators. They know the scenarios and situations that we find ourselves in on a day-to-day basis. And so they have built it for people to be able to utilize it. I mean, right out of the box. So imagine this page was already pre-built for me. So all I've got to do is just fill in the information that makes sense for me. Fill in the information that is going to get people across the line in terms of what I want them to do, what I want them to have at their fingertips. And that is what I love about Kajabi. Like, this is one small example, but that is such a microcosm of what Kajabi is for my entire ecosystem. Let me see what else we got here. This is a back end of my masterclass page. And I mean, it may look like a lot. I know we're looking at it in vertical, but essentially, let me look at it from the front end, right? So this is the masterclass page on the front end. You have some text, you have video. We have a countdown to the masterclass. You made it to the masterclass, right? Mark your calendar. The masterclass will start in 3 days, 12 hours, 1 minute, 57 seconds. I could set this up as a registration. I can begin to start capturing people's email addresses and their names so that I can add them into my system. Maybe I add them into a funnel. Maybe there's a simple little mail campaign that I enroll them into when I capture their email address and name here. All of that functionality is already built out for you here. And this countdown is, you only get a countdown if you have an event. So you go into the back end of Kajabi, you create an event, and that event now has the registration and all that stuff tied into it. They've just kind of covered the bases of a lot of the things that creators would need in different scenarios. I see we got a comment over on YouTube. It says, greetings to you, new on the platform. Hey, greetings to you as well. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Always good to have some new people coming through and checking us out. 12 of you guys on the live tonight. We're talking about Kajabi, but if you have other questions, feel free to go ahead and drop them in the chat. You know me, I love questions. But yeah, this is my masterclass page, and you can go and check it out. It's just kirkrnugent.com/masterclass. So I have a video at the top that usually either promotes my membership community and some of the perks that we have there. The monthly masterclass series explains what that is. We have the latest masterclass, which is December, which is actually coming up on this coming Friday. And then we have the countdown to the masterclass itself. Reflecting Forward Masterclass, my guy PRC Quinn is going to be our guest presenter for this masterclass. I will be hosting, as I'll get a chance to chat with him live. I can charge for the masterclass if I want to, but I choose in this particular instance, these monthly masterclasses that I do, I choose not to charge, but I could charge and actually have make some money off of that there. Michael says, love the fact that Kajabi is an all-in-one solution, but as a WordPress user, I struggle with limitations of the page builder. So now I couldn't agree with you more. And I see you, Natasha Hime. It's always good to see longtime supporters and fam come through and hang out. Always good. But yes, Michael, I hear you. And my wife is a web designer. She only does WordPress. So it definitely has its limitations in terms of the page builder, but I have learned to embrace it because if I had all the functionality that I had in WordPress, I would also kind of get in the weeds of, making it look the way that I want it to look. I would much rather spend the time just spinning up different pages. So I'll give you an example of this. All right. So here is, I'm going to show that a little later. Let's go to a page here. This is this page that I spun up just for, so kirkrnugent.com/scenes. I did a video a couple weeks ago and I made the scenes, right? So this scene that I'm actually using right now, which is a vertical scene, I made this scene available, right? If you are an Ecamm user and you wanted to download this scene that I'm using right now, like any of these scenes, right? This scene, the 3Cam scene, the screen one that I was on a second ago, and then this one is my comments one, so you can see all the comments. If you wanted to download these scenes for EVMux or for Ecamm, I actually made them available. And I actually walk you through the entire process of building out these scenes in this video. So the video is on the page. The download link is on the page. You can add your email address and name, and you can download these scenes. But then underneath the bottom, I have a couple other things that are available. All right. Thanks for watching. That's just one of the slides, or one of the scenes, I should say, that you can use or in this particular graphics package, right? Black, white, stream graphics. So $40, again, all done through WordPress, and it makes it so simple. So the scenes right here, they're free. I'm going to see if I can make this smaller and see if it'll actually show like it's supposed to. All right. So that kind of works. It kind of doesn't, but anyway, you get the idea. So this is what it would look like if you were, actually looking at it in a regular browser. So you have I just wanted you to see that it's really not that much. It's just kind of elongated because we're looking at it in a vertical scene right now. And so, yeah, you have, get your free EVMux, Ecamm vertical scenes here, download now. You can put your stuff here. And I have some of a screenshot from that particular video behind that information, kind of blurred a little bit, so that you pay attention to what you have in front of you, but you can also kind of get examples like, oh, okay, I see what that looks like. Hey, what's going on? Let me add this comment. Is it IMDW? What's going on, IMDW? Thank you so much for coming through. She says, this is cool. My pleasure. I'm glad that this is cool. I'm glad that we're able to showcase some of this. I utilize Kajabi so heavy, but I don't talk about it as much as I should. And so just wanting to kind of do that for the next couple of weeks as we go live on our Mondays and for the vertical sessions, to kind of just talk about how I'm using Kajabi. So this page, again, I spun this up, added this link to the first comment on this video. And so people come to the page, and that's driving traffic to my website. It's driving traffic to my to the other areas of the website as well. Several people, so right here it says, hey, you need something else? Again, I just built that right in, and work with us. Okay, boom, on the work with us page, multiple different things for you people to be able to interface with. There's a video here that kind of walks people through what's on this page, what are some of the ways that you can work with us. I like to use video to kind of be that digital butler to usher people around the place, say, hey, here's your seat, or come on in this door, you're more than welcome. Hey, Dr. Otang, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight as well. But I like to use video to do some of those pieces. But you can also see here, look, boom, video podcast package. I know it's tiny, but that's what this is, video podcast package. And then for that one in particular, there's no way to just buy it outright because I need some information. So boom, it says, let's meet. And then that takes you directly to a discovery call. Again, it's methodical, it's thought through, it's process driven. It allows me to be able to serve at scale without having to physically do some of these things. Remote producer service. Again, you click on learn more. It's going to take you to another page on the site where I kind of walk through what the remote producer experience looks like. I have this video here that I talk about some of my previous clients. I go through some of the things here for people to be able to see some of the plans that we have that they can look into. Coaching/consulting, $250 per hour. You click there and boom, you can purchase that right here. And once you purchase, you'll be given the link to schedule that time on my calendar. Branded graphics package. We have this at a special price, $12.50. Once you purchase that, we'll begin to send you some information. Graphic design, $150 an hour. Again, all of these items are right here, readily available, and it just works. So it's not that I'm having to, I'm able to build this page out with Kajabi, have these services available, and it's just seamless in terms of what people are experiencing. And this is just the work with us page. Here I've got a video talking about the workers warehouse. And then you also have some more things that are here. And I even say here that this is just a small sample of what we have in the store. So here actually is the store. And so now in the store, you have all the things that I sell. Everything that I sell is on the store page. And I've actually been cleaning it up because I'm looking to bundle some more items. We've got some new graphics packages coming out. I love the way that the buy page is done. I can put a video on here. And so here you can see the video, and that walks people through what the actual graphics and designs look like when they're getting ready to make that purchase. You have the ability to do like an upsell item right here. And that's small. I don't know if you guys can actually see that or not, but let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Nope. Keep it at 67%. I guess that works. But this is essentially what it will look like when you come to the page. But you can also see that the video is still going, and it is showcasing, okay, this is what those scenes will look like. Host plus screen share, host plus guest plus screen share. And then I think we transition here to go to scenes designed for Ecamm Live Pro. Perfect. Okay. And this is a one file download. You have the countdown clock. You have the overlay with the name there. All of this kind of stuff is made simple by having these things right here in Kajabi, and it has really been so useful for me. Not just for, so this stream graphics thing, this is a digital download. This is actually one of their latest features or functions, is that you can now sell digital downloads. Before, in order to make it work, you had to actually set it up as a course. And then once people bought the product, which was a course, they got access to the downloads that were in there. Now they've separated the two. You have courses as products, but you also have digital downloads. So now I'm able to kind of transition a lot of the things I had set up in the old way to this new way of having digital downloads. So it's been a game changer for me. It's been a game changer for me in terms of, some of the things that are possible. And again, like I mentioned, you can spin up a page in no time. Whether you link it to your primary page or not is kind of irrelevant. You have that page available, and you can link it on wherever you're creating that interest, right? So for me, the scenes video, that's a direct interest. So that scenes page isn't actually linked to anything else on my website, but again, it really sets up that whole thing in a way that's meaningful. This is the Workers Warehouse community, and it looks kind of like a Facebook type scenario. One of our members just celebrated crossing 16,000 subscribers. And so we were all kind of chatting with her and congratulating her for hitting that milestone. We have a couple of meetups coming up. We have our convert versus design. There you go. Aunt Bogan says, how do I get it? Hey, Sharona is on the live tonight as well. We got fam here tonight. What's going on, Sharona? Always good to see you, sis. Always good to see you. Aunt Bogan says, how do I get it? You're talking about Kajabi. Well, I mean, listen, it depends on what you want to use it for. Kajabi allows you to sell digital downloads. It allows you to monetize your mind, right? Monetize your knowledge by putting it into a course. So those are the two major ways that people use it. I also use it as my mailing list. So I do all my emails through Kajabi marketing funnel. I can set up email campaigns, all that stuff. Oh, this is all on Kajabi, the layers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, this is the Workers Warehouse. And this is actually, I want to start a motorcycle. Okay. Yeah. So Kajabi is, I mean, first of all, right in the description of the video today is a link that that you can be able to use it to get a free trial with Kajabi. kirkrnugent.live/Kajabi. kirkrnugent.live/Kajabi is the name of that link. I'm actually going to try and put it on screen. I hate that it always does that. If you are interested in checking it out, please, support your boy by using the link. All right, so I'll put that there. I'll put that up here. I'm gonna put that right here. So kirkrnugent.live/Kajabi. That's it. Yeah, will keep me having to create my website. Will keep me. I don't understand the question from that last comment there. Yogi-Latin. I don't know if I'm saying that. Oh, it's Yogi Latin, because you're a yoga person. Listen, there's a lot of fitness instructors and yoga enthusiasts that are on Kajabi as well. Kajabi Nugent. You already know. Cast Ahead is in the building. Thank you so much, Chris Stone, for coming through and hanging out tonight. Truly appreciate it. 10 of you guys on the live. We got 6 likes, and we got somebody that hearted us over on Facebook. Thank you so much. But yeah, help me with your Yogi Latin. Help me with what you were saying there. Will it keep me having to create my website? I'm not certain. Are you asking? So like my website is Kajabi. Like here, let's go to the back end real quick. Let's go here, this one. All right. So these are all the pages on the website. So I'm going to hide your comment real quick. What's good? What's good, Chris Stone? Always good to see you coming through and hanging out with us. Oh, she came back. Will this keep me from having to make a website? Okay. Got you. Okay. So no, it will not keep you. It will not have, it will. Yeah, you will still need to use Kajabi to make your website, your website, my website in that case, right? So let me go back here. This is a Kajabi page. Let me hide your comment. This is a Kajabi website, but I was able to stand up this website in very little time because I'm just using the templates that they provide. So this is a Kajabi website. And so will it keep you from having to make a website? I would say no. I would say you would rather use Kajabi as the back end for your website. But then when you do that, all of that functionality is now all in one. So you can easily add your digital downloads on the web page. You can easily add your courses. If you're doing yoga sessions, you can easily add those and allow people to pay for them right on the website. So it allows for you to have a more robust space for you to be able to do what you're doing. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that answers the question. But if you need a little more information, please go ahead and share that. But yeah, so this is my webpage, but I did want to show. Okay, good. Perfect. Hey, and then all I want to say is if you don't mind, utilizing the link, you're watching on YouTube. So if you let's do it this way. I'm gonna put, so Anthony, you're not watching on YouTube. Yes, you can. But I'm gonna put this link in the chat right now and just throw it on the screen for everybody to see it. kirkrnugent.live/Kajabi. That's gonna get you a free trial. But they will give me credit if you decide to purchase the platform, and I would love for you to be able to do that. But yes, so let me hide this real quick. And for those that are just like, okay, so what does the back end look like? Okay, so these are some of the pages in the back end, right? Some of my pages. So this is the masterclass page, and I think I have the masterclass page up. So on the side, you have the different elements that are on the page. So when you click into any one of these elements, I love it because it's a visual editor. And so for many people who aren't used to, web design in its truest form, you want to be able to edit it like you're editing a document. So when I click into this section, just by clicking in here, you see that this side portion has changed. I can actually change the top section. I can change the verbiage. You can see all of that there. You have all the, formatting and stuff that you want. You can change the width of it by just changing these columns here. So right now I have it set to 5, and so it takes up that whole space. Again, here I have a video element. So if I click it, it immediately takes me to that. And here I can simply go to video actions. I can say upload a new file, and that allows me to I can upload the video directly to Kajabi. I don't need to embed it from anywhere else. I can play my videos directly from here, which is clutch. And then you can select an image as kind of a thumbnail for that video in case you don't want the video to automatically play. In my case, I actually do want it to play. And so when I click on the video, I do get some settings that are here. Again, everything on the side allows you to edit it. Yeah, visual creator of this essence. Yes, my type of thinking. Yo, I'm telling you, it is the way. Hey, Daniel Claudette is on the live. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today, man. Truly appreciate it. Always good to see you. We got a chance to hang out at Rise conference in Orlando a couple months back. So excited to see you. And it's always good when folks come through and hang out with me on Facebook here. I know it's late, and I'm going to get out of here in just a little bit, but just kind of walking people through some of the things that I use Kajabi for. You can kind of see it. I mean, it's as clear as it can be. Let me go back to the masterclass page. So this is the front end of that page. This is what that page looks like when I'm done with it. It just makes it simple, y'all. Like, you have the different sections. You can kind of block things, and just make that a seamless experience for whoever is coming through. You have a footer that you can select as a drop down. You have a header you can select. You can set your links. You can set what it is. You can change the font. It is designed. And what I'll say is this, Yogi Latin, is when I was getting this set up initially, I did go on Fiverr and find somebody who was a Kajabi expert, and I worked with them to do the first iteration of my homepage. Right. And then there was a couple of pages off of the homepage that I wanted them to help me to design. Once I got that, and we did a session when that work was done. I didn't pay much. It really wasn't. It was fairly inexpensive. But once I got that done and I had him walk me through some of those pieces, I was then comfortable to go in and make changes. And so the site actually looks totally different from what he designed originally when I first launched this webpage. So again, really cool stuff for people to do. All right, so I could get rid of StreamYard. Would allow me to stream to multiple platforms, Facebook, Instagram. Oh, no. Kajabi is not a streaming platform. So it would not replace StreamYard at all, in my opinion. So I want to make that clear. Kajabi is kind of your headquarters on the World Wide Web. This is where you have information, you have services, you have downloads, you have your course content, you have your community. Like if you saw what I was showing there in terms of the community, this is the community page. Even in my community, there is where is that thing? In my community, we have, no, I must have done it differently. Okay, so in the community, yes, I have this page, and again, this page is only for members. So in Kajabi, you have the ability to designate certain pages just for members. So even if you were to go to this page, kirkrnugent.com/workers warehouse, you would be presented with a login screen because this page is only for members. And even still, it's only for members that I designate. So when somebody subscribes to the Workers Warehouse, they join membership, which is an annual fee of $500. When people join, they get access to every course I've ever created, every graphics package that I've ever had done, all the different downloads and resources that we make available. They also get access to the community. They get access to this page, which is our Workers Warehouse main page, and they get access to the community, the monthly meetups, and every Workers Warehouse member gets a one-on-one session with me per year. Annually, we do one session. So all of those pieces come in their membership. But if you look at this page, I mean, literally, this is a mini course. Here's all of the master classes that are no longer available to the public. They are all here available to members in the warehouse. Here is a course. Boom. Let's look at the StreamYard Ultimate course. When we click on it, you have all the course content here. All 8 modules are all here for you to be able to kind of peruse at your own pace. You can come back into the actual community, ask questions. Again, it's super clutch. And then we've got downloads, equipment list, ebook, YouTube description template, audio sound effects, all of this stuff, live show sample run sheets, Ecamm live graphics templates. We have all of my newest, latest graphics packages. Some of these are not even available for sale yet. They're also here and available in the warehouse. So it's just a lot of things that I'm able to pour into my membership area and serve it up on a web page. Like, so imagine you're seeing this kind of experience, whether you're in the app, because Kajabi does come with an app. So my members are able to download the app and then be able to interface with the rest of the community like this, but in the palm of their hand. And that's how I actually keep in touch with a lot of them, because that Kajabi app is one of the only ones that I have notifications turned on for on my phone. So that's just kind of an overview of some of the ways that I'm using Kajabi. Hopefully that's helpful and meaningful to you. I don't know if you have any questions. I know I've got to move this comment down a little bit, but I know several were not move it too low, because I know at least that back about right there. But yeah, I know there was at least one question that I got from Micah earlier. It was like, I'm interested to start my own business. How can I find a countdown video like on Restream? I'm not certain what you were asking there, Micah, and I apologize. Maybe you've already gone for the day, but I definitely would like to respond. But if you could just give me a little more information, that'll help me out a lot. Yogi Latin says, no problem. Gotcha. Yes, I'm hoping that was clear. Realize that my comment was going to block the comments that I have coming in. Yeah, listen, I'm glad that you came through tonight. I'm glad that we're able to kind of chat through some of these pieces. It has been absolutely fun. But yeah, these are just a couple of different ways that I'm utilizing Kajabi. It just has made life so simple to be able to just kind of think up like, okay, for the next couple of months, I want to do a masterclass. Next couple of months, I want to do, some collabs, and I can just build it out on the page and have, my members have access. Those who are not members to be able to pay for access. Just again, this is my headquarters. This is my command center, if you will, for all the things I'm doing as a creator. And so I want to make sure I share that. A lot of the things that I do, I want to make it available to others, because Kajabi is really enabling. It's almost like having a whole set of team members, because it just makes a lot of things. It sets up so many things to make it done for me. So I don't have to worry about, walking through all of these different little processes with each and every person that comes through. They can actually peruse at their own leisure. I've got to do the work to make sure that it's available. And this is something that I always talk about in coaching, is that in order for people to patronize you, in order for people to buy your services, or, buy your products, you've got to make them available. And there is work that's necessary to be able to get that done. But that is good work. That's work that you should be happy to do, because once you've made it available, now people can actually support you in these ways. That's why we have that work with us page, because I know that some people, there's a whole portion on the page where I put that if you want to just, the whole buy me a coffee kind of scenario, I was able to set all that up on Kajabi as well, not needing buy me a coffee. Somebody could just come on my site and actually say, hey, Kirk, just appreciate you for what you do. I just want to send you some money. Boom, you can do that. This Rodecaster Pro that's sitting next to me, it's the first version. Somebody went on Buy Me a Coffee. This is when I first started out, didn't have a website, but they went on my Buy Me a Coffee page and gave me $700 so that I could buy this Rodecaster Pro. I was extremely grateful. But that's the kind of things that happens when you're a content creator. That's the kind of things that happens when you are laser focused on your value proposition and your target audience, and you're serving them well. I had one lady come through and say, listen, I was working on a project and needed to do the live stream for it the next day, and waited way later than I should have, night before kind of scenario. It was late at night. There's nobody to call at this point. And she came across one of my videos, and it was one of those design videos where I was kind of walking through how to create backgrounds, how to create lower thirds. She was like, I was able to follow you step by step by step. It was as if you were sitting next to me in the room, helping me to get over this major hurdle. And when that thing was done, and I was able to get it in her case, it was StreamYard, and I was able to see it on screen the way that it would be used the next day for that broadcast, she said, I literally broke down and cried, because I did not think I was going to be able to get this thing done. When you serve well, you will be able to play a critical role in some very unique and special seasons, moments in people's lives. And that's why I love content creation. And in particular, that's why I love live content. This is live content. Live to tape content is also live content. If you are alive and you're creating content, it's live content. And I love that. And that's one of the things I want to leave you with tonight. I see your comments out there. Daniel says, thank you for the information about Kajabi. IMDW, I don't know if you came through before, but she says, I am interested. Let me go back over here. Let's get this off of it. Let's move it down some, or I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I definitely want to keep it on screen. I wonder if I could put it to the side. You always gotta. Oh, yes, I can. I like that. I'm gonna put it right here. Let's put it over here. So anybody that wants to go to that page, it's hard to read. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. But you let me know how that works in the chat. All right. But yeah, so IMDW says, I'm interested in making vertical rolling clips for marketing. Hope that makes sense. When you say rolling clips, say a little more there. So it'd be like a vertical video, but there would be a clip of, I guess, something that you're marketing or something that you're actually looking to sell. I guess it does make sense, but I just need a little more information. So if you're still here with us, please put some more in the chat. Okay, she says, like picture scrolling. Like picture scrolling up. So going up like that. Yeah. There's probably a number of ways to be able to do it. But yeah, I would imagine there's a number of ways you could do it. I Okay, she says scoot it over a tad. I Closer towards me or away from me. So I'll get there. Yeah, I see the blue lines now. So there we go. Hopefully that's better. But one of the ways that you could do it is, and again, I'm just thinking this through right off the top of my head as we're chatting now. But there's, if we actually took some time to really think about how to make this work. But in Ecamm you have scenes, and so it would be cool to just kind of create a folder, an automatic folder that actually has your pictures. So I'm gonna try to create this real quick. So here's we're going into preview mode. I can't show you what I'm doing because it's almost impossible to have the whole screen on the screen while I'm vertical. But I'm going to create an automatic scene group and put some down to the bottom here. And I'm going to set the interval to, let's say, 5 seconds. And I'm going to do fixed interval, next scene, and I'm going to do swipe. So it's going to be swipe. I don't know if that's going to do, I don't know if that's going to actually do what I want it to do, but we'll see. All right, so then in that group, I'll create a new scene. I'm going to take my link off for just a second. Hey, Vancouver, Canada, what's going on? 604-852 Cafe. I know you have another name as well. Thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with us. So now we gotta find a picture of some sort. Download. Gotta find something. So here we go. Let's do this one. All right, so this one. Pull it into the scene. And so we will, so one will be there. Duplicate that. Make this one here. And duplicate that. And pull this one over to here. And I don't know if how this is gonna work, but now let's go to the first scene. Let's publish that. All right, so back to live. I'm still here, but I'm going to hit play on this. Kajabi is new to me, so I'm learning. Okay, perfect. Yes, table for one, that's right. So now it doesn't scroll, but you can see that it's swiping, right? So I just used some random pictures, but imagine if you had IMDW, if you had, like, your pictures already defined and designed for vertical, you can actually see that I've created an automatic scene group and I'm actually just kind of scrolling those images the way that you can see them there. So that could be one way of doing it. And I know Ecamm, which is what I'm using now, has the ability to do that. And I'm completely, let me see if I can. All right, let's get that there. Let's do that. Let's make this a circle. Okay, might have to stop it, but you can see me now. That was the thing I was trying to do. So you can see me now, and so you couldn't see me before, but I'm completely hands-free. Like, this is just kind of going on its own. And so, yeah, you could definitely do, something like that for marketing. Just have something that's rolling, different vertical images, maybe even clips of content. Maybe you got video footage of different things and gear that you were highlighting. You can do that definitely in this in Ecamm, but you could do this in several other platforms as well. And I'm certain that there are ways to be able to make this happen with edits. but I just believe in trying to get it done without having to get on the editor. So that's it. I'm gonna hide this and put this one back on. But that's my answer to that. And again, I hope that that's useful for you. I am DW. Is it cafe? Yes. Table for one. Listen, Kajabi has been an absolute game changer for me. I hope you get a chance to go back and check out the full video, because we touched on so many different pieces of Kajabi. And again, if you want a free trial, I'm pointing the wrong way. There's a link right here. It's also in the description. It's also in the live comments, and I'll make sure that it's in the comments underneath the video as well. I gotta roll. Got an early morning tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down now. I know for my East Coast folks, it's already 11:35 for you. For my West Coast folks, it's what's that? 8:35. So you guys, you're just kind of settling into the evening. That's pretty dope. What's going on, Anthony T. Ladson? My time. I like it. But yeah, I absolutely love I love being able to utilize platforms and processes and utilities that really serve as another functional member of my team. In fact, one of the disciplines my wife and I adhere to when we talk about working with small businesses and entrepreneurs is we want to work as part of the team. In fact, she designs the website to function as part of the team. Like, the website should be able to get some things done for you. And that's, to me, the genius of what Kajabi has done with this platform. It really functions as a member of my team. I mean, being able to set up my my digital business card so that people can gain access to my ecosystem so that they can contact me, being able to have digital downloads readily available, having different ways for people to patronize and utilize our services, for people to be able to join our community, do coaching. Oh, I didn't even touch on coaching. So remind me to do that. Remind me to do that. Yeah. She says, Cafe says, I will watch the replay. Thanks a bunch. Man, I was on Kajabi over 12 years. Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Kajabi has really been a game changer for me. But I want to remind me next Monday when I go live to really highlight how I'm using Kajabi for my coaching sessions. It's really clutch, and I'll show it to you when we go live next week, because it also allows me a place to have notes for myself, notes that I'm sharing with the client, and it allows me a place to upload the Zoom recording of our session. It really allows me to have a full headquarters. Coaching is primary portion of my business. So the fact that I can do my coaching in there, the fact that my community is there, the fact that my digital downloads are there, the fact that my courses are there, it really makes for a one-stop shop. And they are, again, laser focused on their target audience, which is the creators. And that's exactly what I am. That's what I do. So they really do a great job of adding value. So there was a time when they didn't have a community functionality. There's a time they didn't have podcast functionality. You can actually use Kajabi as your RSS. I don't use it anymore. I use Captivate because it just gives me a lot more functionality. But they've really kind of baked everything into the one platform, and they're really climbing the ladder, making each individual component even better. So it's really a game. It has been a game changer for me, and I'm happy to be able to share some of that tonight. I need to do more. So if anybody has any questions about it, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll make sure to get back at you. It's been my pleasure to come and hang out tonight. I hope you guys are doing well. 10:38 for me, and I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. Yo, I coach on StreamYard, but this is a game shifter. Come on, Yogi Latin. I like it. EST for me. Oh, snap. It's late for you. So you're getting it in tonight. But fam, listen, I started by saying, yeah, you look tired today, LOL. I'm actually not, but I am forcing myself to go to bed because I have an early morning. But I started by saying My name is Kirk Nugent, also go by the Geek Speaker Preacher, and I believe your live stream is your digital storefront. I like saying that because I want people to hear that as often as they possibly can, because I believe that once it starts to seep into your mind, you begin to recognize the awesome and ridiculous power of live video and online content. It can be the missing ingredient to your success. Yes, Kajabi is a great platform, but one of the reasons why I love it is because it's so video centric. So I can use video to kind of guide people around the different pages. I use video on the final sales page where people are putting in their credit card. I use video to walk people through the course. When they get to different sections, I have videos there to just kind of help them to know this is what you need to do. Because video is so centric on the platform, that's why it was so native to me when I was looking at how I can use it for my business. But you got to recognize that you have value to add and to offer the world. That is non-negotiable. How you go about doing that, whether you go about doing that, it's up to you. But as you think about this concept of your live stream being your digital storefront, your little piece of the World Wide Web where people can come and see what you're doing. 11 people are watching right now. Several others will watch on the replay. But when they are able to experience this live, you are able to leapfrog the time it takes for them to know you, to like you, to trust you. Because they were able to have this almost seemingly like a conversation with you while you're putting out your content. I want to teach you how to do that. If that's something you're interested in, so definitely lock in here on the channel. If you're watching on Instagram, unfortunately, the video does not save when you stream with third-party software. Anything that's not your phone. You stream with anything that's not your phone, it doesn't allow you to save it. And so it will be saved over on Facebook. It will be saved over on YouTube, but unfortunately, it won't be saved here on Instagram. So I see your comment. Can you save this video so I can catch the replay? So it will be saved. I'm going to say it one more time. It is going to be this whole video is available for replay on YouTube and on Facebook, because I'm streaming to all three right now. So the whole video is available, but unfortunately, Instagram doesn't allow me to save it because I'm streaming with third-party software. Good, cool, perfect. So I think you heard me that time. That's perfect. Thank you so much. And I see my good friend is here with us, Living Water Quilter. That's Geraldine. Dope creator. Somebody who, again, really embodies some of the principles that I love to share. You know, being laser focused on your value proposition and speaking directly to your target audience. She does that really well. Let me go back over here. Yes, you're absolutely correct. And that's why I stream to Instagram, because that's where a lot of people are. And I want to make sure I'm building and growing an audience on this platform as well. But Instagram, they've really made it difficult. So I'm happy. I can't even complain. The fact that I can go live on Instagram, the fact that I can see your comment and bring it on screen, I have all this functionality, I cannot complain. It has been a game changer. So I'm excited to be able to incorporate it into my strategy. But you ask a very good question in terms of whether or not we can leave it on the platform, and I can't. But listen, those are some of the things I wanted to leave you with. Don't let your value go ungiven. One of the things that we're going to be doing here at the end of this week is we're going to have a masterclass on reflecting forward. I'll be doing a masterclass preview every day this week. Today, we just defined what does reflecting forward mean. And I use this definition. Reflecting forward is the process of using past experiences to create a desired future. It involves acknowledging strengths and weaknesses and then using that information to make plans for the future. That's the definition that we used. And we dived in deep on what does it mean to reflect forward. Tomorrow at noon, I'll be talking about how to assess your past. That's step number one. On Wednesday at noon, I'll be talking about identifying your goals. And then Thursday at noon, we'll be talking about making a plan, right? And so those are the 3 steps in terms of reflecting forward. Friday, we will have the actual masterclass. And my good friend, PRC Quinn, who is the host of the Reflecting Forward podcast. He's also a client. I produce his show. He will be my guest on Friday for that masterclass, free masterclass, I might add. And it will really help you to unlock some things. Here's a critical thing as we end today. No, I stopped using StreamYard long ago. Here's a critical thing to consider as we end today. This is a time of year that most people are reflecting. They're thinking back on what they've experienced and how the year has gone. Has it gone to plan? Has it been better than they anticipated? Has it gone worse? And that is a practice that most people do as they are closing out one year going into the next. But I would suggest that this practice of reflection, and in particular reflecting forward, is something that is a missing ingredient for many of us. Not just reflecting forward at the end of a year or at a quarter or at the end of the month, but reflecting even at the end of every day. How did the day go? How did today go? You don't have to put it in the chat, but I dare you to take a thoughtful moment to think about your day today. The ups and the downs, the quibbles, the quirks, the things that you liked, the things that you hated. What could you do slightly differently tomorrow that would make tomorrow even better than today was? Reflection gives us the opportunity to look at what we've done through the lens of innovation. How could I do that better? And when we do that, family, we are better for it. It gives us methodical, incremental, systematic steps to be able to achieve goals and dreams we have for our lives. That's what I want to leave you with tonight. Come check us out for the masterclass preview. Maybe the masterclass is not for you. Maybe you've already got this reflecting forward thing in the bag, but I would love to see you in the comment section during our show for the noon period this week, and then be there with us on Friday for the masterclass. That's it. I'm done. It's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Thankful for your time and attention today. I see one more comment that I want to grab. Yogi Latin says, dope. We may have to get you on in our podcast once you figure out how to use Riverside. Once you figure out how to use it. I definitely have, I'm very familiar with Riverside, so I'm not certain if that's what you're referring to, but, yeah, listen, I always take invitations to be on podcasts. So if you want to if you want to have me on the podcast, QR, come on. Then I would say, not you, I mean, when I learn how to use it, my apologies. Oh, no worries. But yeah, I'd love to be on the podcast. So definitely drop us a line, email at info@howitallworks.com. And I will put up that get it on the screen here. Let's go to screen. Boom. So this is it right here. I'm open to just tell me what to do. Dope. Listen. There it is. It says email me. If you scan that QR code, it's going to drop me an email to info@howitallworks.com. Just put the rest of the details in it. Hey, would love to have you as a guest on the show. And I would love to be a guest. Several people have done that, and I've been on their shows. So that's dope. Thanks. Good to see you. Very inspiring is what Cafe is saying. And those numbers, 604-852, just always throw me off. But thank you, everyone, for watching, is what Micah's saying. I don't want to say a word of thanks to Micah for coming through and being with us today. I will see you guys around these internet streets, hopefully tomorrow for the masterclass preview or in the next video. Grace and peace, fam. Catch you in the next one. Later.